Hello guys, welcome back to Linux Art. My name is Tosif. I have created this Linux Art channel for beginners. So let's move to part number 2. As I showed you guys the complete download procedure in my part number 1, where you have downloaded and installed VirtualBox. So let's try to open it. Then we will go and create the virtual machine on the Oracle VirtualBox. Let's start the VirtualBox. We go on the start, search for VirtualBox. All right. So once you install the VirtualBox, first time when you open, you will see this window, but there should be no machine because I already created a couple of machines. You will go directly to Tools. So you will see this main screen. Welcome to VirtualBox. The left part of the application window contains global tools and lists all virtual machines and virtual machine groups on your computer. So you can import, add, create new VM using corresponding toolbar buttons. All right, so first of all, as we know, we already downloaded our CentOS image that we downloaded in our download file. If I go to my downloads, right here, that file is there, CentOS. So first of all, let's create an empty virtual machine. Then we try to connect that image into empty machine that will be do installation. So basically, you just create a empty virtual machine that will be just directly connected to your hardware, and then on the top you will install operating system that we already downloaded. Okay, so the first step, you go to new, then you can give any name to your operating system, whatever you want to give it. Let's say I'll say Linux tutorial dash lab. The second folder, machine folder, just leave it like whatever is by default. Type is Linux, version is Oracle 64-bit because I'm using Windows 10 64-bit. You can change if your version is different. Next, memory size. Select the amount of memory, that is your RAM, and in megabytes to be allocated to the virtual machine. So the recommended memory size is 1024 megabyte. If you want to change it, you can change it. There's no problem. Then hit next. Hard disk. If you wish, you can add a virtual hard disk to a new machine. You can either create a new hard disk file or select one of the list from another location using the folder icon. So I will leave it default. Create a virtual hard disk now. Create it. Again, hard disk file type should be VDI, that is VirtualBox disk image, because we are using that image that we downloaded already. Hit next. Storage on physical hard disk. Please choose whether the new virtual hard disk file should grow as it's used, dynamically allocated, or it should be created as its maximum size. So we leave it by default, whatever that is dynamically allocated. Say next. And location, if you want to change it, you can change it. And select the size of virtual hard disk in a megabytes. So we can change it to 10, 8, whatever you like. Let me change to 10. I don't need 12. Then last option, you just say create. Once you hit create and your first empty virtual machine has been created, the name that we given to virtual machine, that was Linux tutorial lab. So next step, we're going to start this machine and trying to install our operating system on the top. All right, so the simple step, just go to start and hit it. All right, so it's going to open a new dialog. So here we have to give exact path where our ISO image that was we downloaded from the CentOS website. Just go on this and try to find it. If it is not there, we can just go add. I'll go to my downloads and this is the image. Open it, just click it, because this is the image we selected. Just choose it. Once you select it, then just hit start, and it's going to be start. You will see right here. 1 second. Here you go. So once this, it will display the first, boot screen. So you'll give you two options. First one is install CentOS 7. The second is test this media and install CentOS. So just click the first one, that is install CentOS 7. Hit enter, and it will start, doing some boot process and trying to, download the packages, and it will continue to installation. So it will take some time. I think it will take around maybe 10 to 15 minutes, the complete installation. Let's see. You guys can follow whatever is happening on the screen. That will help you to understand, how it's going to install the VirtualBox. All right. So here you get the first screen. Just leave it default. If you want to change by your location or your language, you can do that. Uh, we'll leave it like English, US English. Just say continue. All right. So it's going to, do some pre-installation work before it can start the installation. So first of all, it will go for look for local time. That is, I'm in US time. That will be there. And the second is configuring the keyboard. That's English automatically came. Language is there. The installation source is local media, and software selection. What you have to do is you can just click on this, and here you get a couple of options. You can go for minimal installation, or you can go by, there are so many options you can use it. But for our training purpose, and we will use server with GUI, because we'll also get the terminal window as well as we'll get the GUI. So in graphical user interface, you can see, how the other component of the machine are displayed. Just select this one, server with GUI, hit done. Just wait for its installation. It's configuring right now, the source and the selection process. Okay, damp is enabled. Here you see the changes happen. Installation source, local media is done. Software selection is already done with server with GUI. The next part that we need to check installation destination. Just click on that. It's already selected, we already entered 10 GB. Just select done. All right. And what about the networks? Security policy is okay. Go to network and host name. So here you see this one, this screen right here. You say host name. You can give whatever name you like. Like we given the name to our virtual machine Linux Tutorial Lab. We can give the same name here. Simple say Linux Tutorial Lab. So that just leave it like Linux Tutorial. So that is the host name that will be given to this virtual machine. You see, when I hit apply, you see the change here. It's Linux tutorial. And about Ethernet, want to see, uh, about the network configuration, you just click on configuration and go to general and just select this one, automatically connect to the network when it is available. Just say save. Once you come back here, you see automatically disconnected. Just say done. and then start begin installation. You just click on that and it will start downloading your packages. You see here creating swap, tab manager. So before as the system is doing some installation, it's also showing you user settings. You can go and create your root password. You can go and create your user creation as well. So we can do that one. Just click on root and you can set password whatever you like it. Let's say I want to set up something, root password, then confirm it. I just confirmed it and say done. So your root password has been confirmed. Username is root and password whatever you have set up. The second part, user creation. You just click on that and give your full name, like let's say I'll give this T Tosif John, whatever. Username you can pick whatever you like, T John. Password you can set it. I'm going to set up something and then just hit done. All right. So this package will take some time, maybe around like 10 minutes, but there's no issue because it's already doing installation. We just keep follow the procedure, whatever is showing on the screen. And after once it's done, it will go and reboot the automatically. The option will come on the bottom here, reboot. You just click in the reboot, it will start. So we'll move to the next section when it started. I leave it like this. Let me minimize it. So just for testing purpose, I'm going to show you, once it's installed, how it will look like. I'm going to click on that. Let's say, for example, this Linux tutorial lab is exactly, it's done installation. Then after that, what you do, just click on this machine and try to start it. Starting. Just leave it the default settings. So once your Linux tutorial, this one, Linux tutorial lab installation done, you just restart the way I did it. Then you just click on that and just try to start. It's showing show because it's already running. So in a couple of minutes, you will see the exact screen. Here you go. So in this case, my username is Akram, and if you go to another that a Linux tutorial lab, it will be John. You just click on that and just try to log in it using your password. Once you logged in, it's a little bit slow showing up. All right, so here's your first VM that is already installed on the VirtualBox, and you can go ahead from here to do your operations. How you can do that, just go right click and open terminal. So that's your first. Here you go. Let me clear the screen. So you are logged into your virtual machine. That was we're trying to accomplish. All right, guys. I think let me go back to this one. And so finally, we are able to install the VirtualBox, and we are able to install our first virtual machine, and installation of operating system is also done. So thank you for watching, and see you in future videos.